That's why Ibn Taymiyyah says that no individual who's going through hardship or who's going through grief or sorrow or sadness recites Surah Yusuf and reads it except that Allah Ta'ala replaces that with happiness. And that's the reality. Because the Quran, all of it is a source of happiness. You heard the ayat that Sheikh Muhammad, he recited to us, Sheikh Muhammad Ayyub Asif, he recited early on, Surah Taha. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى. Allah says, ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى. We have not revealed the Quran to you, O Muhammad alayhi salatu salam, so that you may feel grief and sorrow and sadness. Rather, the Quran is a source of happiness, contentment. The stronger your relationship is with the Quran, the happier you shall be, the more content you will be. Because the Quran gives you that. So Surah Yusuf, I'm going to try to go through as much as I can in the short time that we have before Salat al-Maghrib. Surah Yusuf, Allah Ta'ala starts with Alif Lam Ra. These letters, Alif Lam Ra. You know, this is a huge lesson that most people don't pay attention to. It's a great lesson that Allah Azza wa Jalla He starts with. Alif Lam Ra, what does it mean? Huh? What does it mean? Anyone? Nobody knows? The people in Dallas don't know Alif Lam Ra? That knowledge didn't come to you guys? Do you want to know? It's going to be a revelation to you guys now. Do you want to know what Alif Lam Ra means? Alif Lam Ra means submission. Alif Lam Ra, we have no idea what it means. Like you don't know. I don't know. Allah knows the meaning of it. But it's a symbol of submission. You have no idea what Alif Lam Ra means, but you believe in it. You believe it has reward when you recite it. You believe inshaAllah ta'ala. It's a symbol of submission to surrender to Allah Azza wa Jal, even if you do not understand the meaning behind it. That's what it means to be a believer mu'min. Alif Lam Ra symbolizes that. تِلْكَ آيَاتُ الْكِتَابِ الْمُبِينِ. These are the verses of the clear book, the Quran. Notice something as well, that when you come across huruf al-muqatta'a, these huruf alif lam mim, alif lam ra, taha, qaf, noon, majority of times Allah Azza wa Jalla mentions the Quran after it. He mentions the Quran. And this was something that was very important, especially at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Because Quraysh were the most eloquent Arabs, they would hear Alif Lam Mim, they would hear Alif Lam Mim Ra, they would hear Taha, Ta Sin Mim, Qaf, Sad. All these letters, they know them, but they have no idea what it means. Yani, it was a challenge to them, the most eloquent Arabs, saying to them that you know this language, you are the most eloquent people in this language, you produce the most eloquent speech, but you cannot produce anything like this Quran, even though it's made up of the letters that you know very well. You can't produce anything like it. You don't even know what it means, Alif Lam Mim. But then what does Allah says? إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. Verily we have revealed this Quran as the Arabic Quran, in the Arabic language, so that you can comprehend and reason and understand. The more you know the Arabic language, the stronger your understanding of the Quran will be. Rather, you cannot truly understand the Quran without understanding its language. That's why we need to make an effort if we want to develop that strong relationship with the Quran and explore the Quran deeply, and to be those who really find that enjoyment and sweetness in the Quran. The Arabic language is a must. That should motivate me and push me to learn the language of the Quran. Ibn Jarir al-Tabari, the great Mufassir, The Shaykh of the Mufassirin, the Imam of the Mufassirin, the scholars of Tafsir, you know what he says? He says, it marvels me, it astonishes me. I'm shocked at a Muslim who recites the Quran, who reads the Quran, and does not find the enjoyment and the sweetness that the Quran offers because he doesn't understand the language of the Quran. He used to find it strange. He used to say, why? Learn Arabic so that you can really enjoy this Quran, because the moment you understand the Quran in his language, you discover a whole different realm, a different world that you never had access to. That's the Quran. And then look what Allah says, نَحْنُ نَقُصُّ عَلَيْكَ أَحْسَنَ الْقَصَصِ بِمَا أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ وَإِن كُنْتَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ لَمِنَ الْغَافِلِينَ. Allah says, we relate to you, O Muhammad alayhi salatu, the best of stories. Stories that are about to come up. Allah says, the best story that you can ever hear. Have you ever heard of a story that every character in that story is successful, has a happy ending? Have you ever heard of a story like that? A real, true story? Ever heard of a story like that? The only story that I know that's like that is Surah Yusuf. Yusuf alayhi salam has a happy ending. His brothers and his father have a happy ending. The Aziz has a happy ending. His wife has a happy ending. Every single character that you come across in Yusuf, they have happily ever after. أحسن القصص, the best of stories. But then look what Allah says, بما أوحينا إليك هذا القرآن وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين. This Quran that we have revealed to you, that this story is in Surah Yusuf, prior to the revelation of the Quran and knowing the Quran, you are amongst those who did not know, who you were amongst the heedless. The one who does not have Quran in their life, the one who has no Quran in their life at all, without the Quran you are heedless. Without the Quran there will be no clarity in your life.